Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 22nd edition of the EHF Youth Championship. And today we're going to talk about the new tournament format. As you know, we'll no longer have the group stage in place. We'll have one big league instead, where teams will play against each other 4 games. Of course, not every team will play against the others, but we'll have 4 rounds of this first group stage, however you want to call it, and afterwards we'll have the basic knockout stage with the round of 16, the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the final of the competition. So before we start with the draw, I'm just gonna explain what I pretty much explained so far, but I was muted, so you were not able to hear anything. But anyways, the teams will be split into 4 drawing pots or seeds or groups, however you want to call them. So in the first seed, we'll have teams with from position number 1 to position number 13. So basically, the teams will be divided here, will be shuffled in the first drawing pot. Yeah, basically the teams with the highest EHF ranking score will be in the first drawing pot. Then from position 14 to position 26 will be in the second one. Then we have the third and the fourth. So all those 52 teams will be in one big league, and you can see right here we'll have 4 rounds of matches. So in the first round, we'll see teams from the second seed playing against teams from the first seed, and seed number 3 against seed number 4. Afterwards, in the second round, we'll have fourth seed against first seed, second seed against third seed, and finally, not finally, but in round 3, which is not the final round. So, from now on, we'll have teams from the first seed playing against teams from the third seed. Basically, half of them will play at home, then the other half will play away from home, and same goes for seed number 2 and seed number 4, which conclude the second half of the matches. And then in round 4, teams from the same seed will be playing against each other. So basically, seed 1 against seed 1, seed number 3 against seed number 3, seed number 2 against seed number 2, and then the fourth seed, the teams playing against each other. However, there are actually 2 exceptions right here. So basically, one team from the first seed won't be playing against another team from the first seed, but they will be playing instead against a team from the fourth seed. And then same goes for team number 27, which is a team from the second seed. They will be facing a team from actually, the green is the third seed, and the red is the second seed. Sorry, I just got a bit messed up here, but anyways, you got my point. You can see it on your screens. It's basically because we have an odd number of teams in every group, so those 2 matches here are needed in order to have a fair a number of home games and away games for each and every team. So basically, with this schedule right here, every team will play 2 home games and 2 away games. So a nice presentation for you guys, which I did. Basically, this is how it will look. So every team, which you see right here, every team can play, not can play, but every team will play a match against each team from his horizontal row, meaning that team number 1 will play against team number 14, team number 27, and team number 40, and another match against team number 7. So we have 3 games horizontally and 1 game vertically. Same goes for team number 14 playing against team number 1, team number 27, team number 40, and then team number 20. So this here is a bit complicated because we'll have team number 27, they will not be playing against team number 33, but they will be playing team number 26 instead. So those couples here will be going upwards, and basically you can see them 40 and 27 right here, and they will be and you can see those two right here. So they will face those teams, and those teams will face 33 and 39, 46, 52. This is just for those I think 8, and then I'm not sure how many teams are, maybe 12 or something like that. Not sure really, but yeah, this is the only complicated thing in that format. In the other matchups, we'll have a much more simple pairs, like for example right here, team number 2 will face those 3 here, which are to the right, and the one below. Same goes for team number 8 against 22, 34, and 47, and against number 2. Same goes for those here, playing against every team horizontally and against the team vertically above or below them, and so on. I think this is the easiest way to explain how the matchups will work. But anyways, I think it's if you get the idea, it's pretty much all clear. So about the draw, we'll be doing the draw for every group. Let's say we'll be drawing team number 3, then team number 9, then team number 16, team number 22, number 29, number 35, 42, and 48, until we have that a group of 8 completely drawn, and then we'll move on to the next one. And of course, we could leave no, actually, we could start from this complicated one, because otherwise we might end up in a situation where a couple of teams with the same manager will have to play against each other. And obviously, as I said so far, this won't be allowed with the new tournament. So back to the groups. Of course, as I said, we'll be using the wheel decider to draw the teams. I have entered all the teams right here, and here they are. This is pot number 1. Obviously, I'm not. Yeah, you cannot see all the teams on your screen, but anyway, if you go to the EHF website, go to the Youth Championship page, and then go to the teams list, you will see all the teams sorted according to their EHF ranking score. So I'm just gonna go really quickly through the team list. From pot number 1, we have the defending champions Redele Konakia from Greece. We have Sperber Kreisel from Germany, Mariuttini, former champions from Italy, the Mini Shakers from England, Linanma United from Finland, Mela from Estonia, Kautokeino Raskos from Finland, sorry, Bozolikio Young from Italy, Pającki from Poland, Gosti Mostar from Bosnia and Herzegovina, Veto Academy from Denmark, Into Cavalry Junior from Italy, and Nick from Italy. So those are the teams from pot number 1. Just gonna go through pot number 2 really quickly. So we have Ajax from Bulgaria, Sotnerk from Estonia, Keytown are back in the competition from Bosnia and Herzegovina, the team with the most finals played in the tournament. Grădinița Rapid from Romania, Junior Mambo from Italy, the Blue Sox community team from the US, alongside Chicken Nuggets from the US, Castanutele from Canada, my own team Tortellona Junior, Max Tors under 19 from Greece, Pauk from Greece as well, Max Tors from Italy, from Croatia, sorry, Pauk from Greece, the Little League Gunners from England, and El Faro del Rey from Puerto Rico. This is the second drawing pot, or the second seed, if you want to call it. Then the third one is Saint Little Monsters from Canada, Unirea Galați from Romania, Deepwater Youngsters from Barbados, the Badgers from Poland, Young Eagle Stars from Japan, Steinhausen Young Coyotes from Switzerland, Lucitos from the US, Black Hole Rising Stars from Senegal, our official sponsor, Inter Skalica from Slovakia, Notting Hill Glory from Norway, Mečkarovo Youth Perspectives from Bulgaria, Skips Youth from Bosnia and Herzegovina, and OB Swans from England. Hello, Prusina. Hello, Lemets. Thank you for joining. I hope you will have fun with this draw, and I hope you understood the complicated explanation of the full schedule. But although I did my best to explain it. Yeah, the matchups are a bit complicated. I could go through them once again. But before that, I will just read all the teams. I'll read all the teams from the fourth drawing pot. So we have Veto Copenhagen Academy from Denmark, Fire Cubs from the Czech Republic, Sakura from Japan, Grumpy Kids from Croatia, Capital from the Ivory Coast, Krivo from Bosnia and Herzegovina, Plavigo from Croatia, Minis on Tour from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, ALB Alpshirosu, I think that's how it's pronounced, Cosmin's team from Myanmar. We have Cleville Youth from Benin. We have Schlüsseldorf Jugend from Germany. And the last two teams are Sorotikos boys from Greece and Kilpin boys from Italy. Welcome Identity Shaker as well to the stream. And before we start once again, I will just explain the matchups once again. The teams, the 52 teams will be split into 4 drawing pots or 4 seeds, 4 groups, however you want to call them. And basically, the team from each group will play against one of the teams from the other groups. So team number 1, for example, will play against team number 14, team number 27, team number 40, and finally in the last round, teams from the same group will play against each other, as you can see right here. Team number 1 facing team number 7, number 2 against number 8, number 3 against number 9. We have the same against the same with the other and the same with other drawing pots or drawing groups. Yeah, also teams with the same owner cannot play against each other in the group stage or in the league stage as well. So yeah, that is correct. So now we'll start with the first schedule. I'll just move it right here. The first matchup. So basically, what you see here is all the teams that are drawn will be filled right here on the left, and they will appear right here in this little thing. And basically, every team will play against all the other teams horizontally and against one of the teams vertically. So basically, team number 1 against 14, 27, and 40, and against number 7. Team number 7 against 20, 33, 46, and against number 1. For example, team 27 will play against team 26, team 40, team 14, and team number 1. So basically, horizontally and vertically. Those lines here are because team number 7 will play against number 1 and team number 13 will play against team number 40. Basically, that's how it works. I'm pretty sure that once we get in the drawing process, you'll pretty much have a nice idea of what's going on. So we'll start with drawing the teams from the first pot. So we'll draw right now team number 1. So going right here, pot number 1. Just make sure that you're able to see clearly. And now let's start with the first drawing with the first drawn team, and it is the champions Redeli Konakia from Greece. Redeli Konakia are in the first spot. So as you can see, they're filled in here and their name appears right there. So basically they'll play against 14, 27 and 40 and then against 7. So the second team that we're going to draw is team number 7. So basically that team will meet with Redeli Konakia in the 4th round of the competition and will have the home advantage. And the second drawn team is FC Mariottini. So the Italian team will face the Greeks in the 4th round and they'll have the home advantage. So as you can see, Mariottini against Redeli Konakia, and this is the matchup in the 4th round. Yeah, 4 games are a low number, but I just want to have the tournament not go for too long because generations will change. And for example, you need to be very lucky to, go all the way until the end. So having the friendlies every 3 weeks is making things a bit, a bit more complicated. So now we'll draw once again another team from the first drawing pot, and that is team number 13. So back to the draw. Let's see which team will go under position 13, and that is last season's finalist Linnanmaa United Academy from Finland. They will be listed as team number 13. So now we're going to move on to the second drawing pot to draw team number 14, and team number 14 will play against Redeli Konakia, and that is a Greek derby. PAOK will be facing Redeli Konakia, I think, in the opening round. Yes, that is correct. So team number 14, PAOK, and as you can see right here, they will be facing team number 1 in the first round. Moving on, we'll draw now team number 20, again from the second drawing pot. And that is the Romanian El Faro del Rey, actually from Puerto Rico, but their manager is Romanian, and they're ranked 26th with 6 points. So there you go, under position 20. So El Faro del Rey will play against Mariottini in the first round, and they will play against PAOK in the 4th round of the competition. So basically, as I said, horizontally and vertically. And finally, we'll draw team number 26. Team number 26 is going to be the League Gunners from England. And they are ranked on position 25, basically. So the League Gunners will play against Linnanmaa United in the first round. Yeah, about the losers round, we could have it, basically. I mean, there's nothing stopping us, but I think it might get a bit messy with the organization, so we could have it like unofficially in the forum, but it's like stats on the side, and matches will not be available on the side at this point. So yeah, it's a losers round with teams finishing from 17th to 32 is a nice idea, but could be like an unofficial thing. So now let's draw 3 teams from the third drawing pot. So going here, and we'll draw team number 27. Team number 27 will play against the League Gunners, against PAOK, and against Redeli Kunakia, and that is going to be Lucitos from the US. And here they are. Then we'll draw team number 33. Team number 33 is going to be Inter Skalca from Slovakia. As you can see, they will face Mariutini, El Faro de Orey, and the team which will be drawn up next. So under position 39. So moving on, position team number 39. And this is the Black Hole Rising Stars from Senegal, our official sponsor. Right there. So basically, for the newcomers, for the new joiners of the stream, right here we have the teams. I'm not sure if you can see them on the screen. Let me just zoom maybe a bit so it's visible. We have every team playing against the others horizontally and against one of the teams vertically in this table. So far we have the first like small group, if you want to call it, already drawn and almost drawn actually. And now we're gonna draw the teams from the fourth seed. So we're starting with team number 40. Team number 40. In the fourth seat are only teams that play in the competition for the first time, but familiar managers nonetheless. So Fire Cups Spotmasters team are going under position 40, and here we'll have to be very careful because teams with the same owner cannot face each other, so have to pay attention. And I think no, that is fine. Actually, Euripani's team PAOK is playing, as you can see here. PAOK is his other team, and his second team actually was drawn under position 46. So basically, both teams won't match because this is the bracket that they'll be playing. So no problems here. And the Sarotikos boys from Greece are going under position 46. And finally, team number 52. And this is Cleville Youth from Benin. Let's see, their owner is Bender. And Bender's team is nowhere here in this bracket. So team 52 is okay to be Cleville Youth. So this is the first like mini group. As you can see, Redeli Kunakia will face PAOK, Lucitos, and Fire Cups, and finally they'll play against Mariotini. Mariotini will face El Faro de Orey, Inter Skalica, and Sarotikos, and of course Redeli Kunakia, and we have all the other teams right here. So after we finish the draw, obviously you'll be able to see the matches on the site. So I see that Prusina organized a friendly for his second and third teams. Unfortunately, I already got them here, so I think it's gonna be a walkover. I mean, we could potentially remove them, but that will change the whole like the whole schedule of the tournament, because we'll no longer be having 52 teams but 50 instead, and then we'll have to go to this scenario where we have it's complicated, and I've already prepared for this scenario, so the easiest way will be to have walkovers there. So sorry, man. Actually, right here, I think you didn't see the last part, but anyways, this is the first group. I'll just leave it on the screen and we'll move the other one. We'll move the other one right here so that you could see it. So here is a bit clearer, because you see here we have 8 teams, and team number 2 yeah, if someone else tries to apply, obviously, yeah, but so far I think we got like the maximum participants, and nobody applied for maybe a week, so probably a walkover. But yeah, right here we have team number 2 facing team 15, 28, 41, and 8. Same goes for team 15. They'll be facing number 2, number 21, number 28, and number 41. For example, team number 34 will face team number 28, 21, number 8, and 47. So basically that's how it's gonna work from now up until the final draw. So we'll start with drawing the team from the first drawing pot. That's gonna be on the second position, and is Bozulicchio from Italy. They're going right here. And let's see which team they will be facing in the fourth round. And that is Veto Academy from Denmark. So they'll be going on position number 8. So Bozulicchio and Veto will play against each other, as you can see here, number 2 and number 8. Actually, I'm not sure if you can see it on your screen, but here it is, number 2 against number 8. We just draw them, Bozulicchio against Veto. So moving on with the teams from the second drawing pot. The team under position 15. It's the Blue Sox community team from the US. Pulika's team. They won't be facing Linanma, so it's totally fine to have them under position 15. So Blue Sox playing against Bozulicchio, and let's see which team are going to face Blue Sox in the fourth round, and it is Junior Mambo from Italy. Again, a different owner, so that matchup is totally fine. Now we're going to draw team number 28, which is going to play against Blue Sox and Bozulicchio. So team number 28 is from the third drawing pot. And Skips Youth from Bosnia and Herzegovina. they will be facing Blue Sox and Bozulikio, and let's see which team will play against them in the fourth round. And it's going to be the Badgers from Poland. And finally, let's draw the other two teams from the fourth drawing pot. And once again, I'll do a short explanation of how this is gonna work. So we have Mela's team from Ivory Coast Capital. And they're under position 41. And on position 47, let's see. On position 47, we'll have Schlüsseldorf Jugend, Bender's other team. And as you can see, there is no conflict and that matchup is gonna stay. So Schlüsseldorf going in position 47. So once again, I'm explaining how this works. Bozulikio will play against Blue Sox in the first round at home. Then they will be facing Capital away from home. Then they will have Skips Youth at home, and in the fourth round they will be facing Veto Academy away from home. So basically the teams vertically and horizontally will play against each other. So right here, I think you got the idea. And let's move the second, actually the third small group right here, and draw the next 8 teams that will be facing each other. And we'll start with team number 3 from the first drawing pot. Yeah, that is potentially a thing that we could do, Prusino, with your two teams facing each other and yeah, having 0 points in the first round. We could do that potentially, and yeah, because we have done this in the past when we had, for example, 4 teams that were unable to play in the first round. We put them in the same group, and then they played only 2 rounds in the group stage. So yeah, we could do that. But maybe we'll do the swap after the full draw is made. So because right now during the process I might miss your teams and draw them against other opponents, but afterwards I'll in the final draw I will take a look and just swap them. So team number 3 is Nick from Italy. But yeah, that is a nice idea to have it, let's say, in the first round with 1-0 draw and no points. And Nick will play against Intocabil Junior, an Italian derby in the final round. Right here. Next up, let's see which team will face Nick in the first round from the second drawing pot, and it is Keytown from Bosnia. Okay. Yeah, I'll think about it, but that is a good idea because it's better than a walkover, obviously. So Keytown going against Nick in the first round, and let's see the team that they will be facing in the fourth round. From the second drawing pot, it's team number 22, which is going to be Sodnerk from Italy, from Estonia, sorry. So Sodnerk going under position 22. And now let's move on to the third drawing pot to see which team will go on position 29. And it's OB Swans, managed by the boss 186. So far, none of his teams were drawn, so this one will stay on position 29. And let's see on position 35 which team will be drawn to play against OB Swans in the fourth round, and it's the Steinhausen Young Coyotes from Switzerland, managed by Adler Auge, and so far none of his other teams were drawn here, so that one will stay as well. Okay, and finally, now let's see position 42. We'll move on to the fourth drawing pot. Position 42. Again, we'll have to be careful for teams with the same manager. Puavi Golub, Croatia. Actually, that is Pursina's team. So right here on position 42. Well, actually, because now I'm thinking because two teams from the same seed will meet at round 4, and we'll have to mix up the schedule a bit. Anyways, I'm going to draw the next team right here, and we'll take a look after the draw if other teams are unable to play in the first round. So we'll see if which one will be the easier solution, to have a walkover or just to shuffle the teams. So I'll just go with the draw. Yeah, a 5-0 walkover for teams that are unable to play might be a bit too much. Maybe we could think like a 3-0 walkover. But yeah, that's another thing which I'm just thinking how to deal with. And Aquarius Cupin boys from Italy. Let me just see. Aquaria, no, Bozulicki was his other team, so that one should stay again. Cupin boys from Italy. Going on position 48, as I said. Might be switched after the draw. Yeah, 3-0 for a walkover when a team is not able to play is okay, I think. And maybe we could keep the 5-0 walkover in case another team like forgets to play in the cup. So we could have managers thinking more about the tournament. So yeah, we'll see about that. And yeah, I just thought that changing the schedule might be a bit too complicated in terms of how it works on the website. So therefore, I'm thinking that maybe we could keep the walkovers, but could have them, yeah, 2 or 3-0 instead of 5-0. because like in this format, goal difference will play a huge role, because from 52 teams to have only the top 16 progressing is just you need to have a good goal difference, because I think there will be many teams with the same amount of points after 4 rounds. So let's move on to the others. Just move this up a bit so that should be kept on the screen. And now here is the next group, and we'll draw team number 4 right here. And Sperber-Kreisel, Lemmes' team, going in this group. Let's see which are going to be his opponents. We'll do with the other team from the first pot. And it is going to be Prusina, another manager watching us. So those two will face in the 4th round, with team number 10, Gosti, having the home advantage, and Sperber-Kreisel will be playing away from home in the 4th one. So huge matchup here. Now let's see the other teams in that group of 8. And it's going to be Ajax from Bulgaria, the top placed team in that seed. They will be under position 17 and under position 23 will be the Chicken Nuggets from the US. Now, the third drawing pot in this group, team number 30. It's going to be the Deepwater Youngsters from Barbados. Which position that was? 29. Okay. On position 30. Position number 36 is going to be the Young Eagle Stars from Japan, Adler Auge. Adler Auge's team haven't been, none of his teams haven't been drawn so far. So the 31st team from the seed will go under position 36. A big deal potentially, yeah. So moving on to the 4th drawing pot. Let's see which 2 teams will conclude this group. And Slot Master, I think, yeah, his other team is already drawn. So 42 Sakura from Japan, that one will stay on position 43. And finally, the other team is going to be Identity Shakers Minis on Tour. So far, I don't see ID's other teams in here. So here they are. The Minis on Tour will conclude this. Oops, it should be here. So this concludes the other small group of teams, and I'm just going to move those just going to move those right here, so so that we could have the rest of it on screen like this. Just gonna zoom in once again so that you can see clearly. Now we'll do this set of matches. Team number 5 from the first drawing pot. Yeah, very interesting schedule was the last one. Many big teams in there. And FC Mela is the first drawn team here. So they go on position number 5. And on position number 11, it's going to be Pającki from Poland. Maybe it could have been more interesting if I did the draw from the fourth pot backwards, so that we could have the stronger teams drawn finally, but yeah, maybe next time. Now let's see from the second drawing pot, and it is going to be myself, Tortolona Junior from Bulgaria, against FC Mela. Not the easiest of opponents for me. And let's see which other team from the same drawing pot I will be facing in the last round. And it is going to be Grădinița Rapid from Romania, our neighbors. At position number 17, here they are. And they'll be facing Pającki, except my own team. Now the third drawing pot, let's see which team will be up next. And Mechkarevo Youth Perspectives from Bulgaria, so a Bulgarian derby right here. Bulgarian derby, and it is going to be in the third round. And let's see which is going to be the other team, and it is going to be Cookie Saint Little Monsters from Canada. Here they are on the top spot, and they will be ranked on 37th position. Now let's see the team from the fourth pot, the first one which will join this matchup, and Kozmin 34, I think. No, actually, Grădinița was managed by another manager. Yeah, so that one should stay. Yes. So Arb Shurosi, Myanmar. They will be on position 44. And the final team in this group will be the Grumpy Kids from Croatia. Grumpy Kids. And let's finish up this draw. And I just noticed that I haven't told you about the changes in the knockout stage. Basically, only two teams left. So we have the mini shakers. That the team which is going to play away in the fourth round, and the team with the home advantage in the fourth round will be Kautokeino Rascals, a manager that you should keep an eye on, because I was told that he's preparing very seriously for this tournament. Although he's playing in the top division in Finland with his senior team, he is prioritizing the Youth Championship. So keep an eye on this team. Let's see the other teams that are left in this draw, because I just lost track of it. Maxtors from Croatia. And finally, only one team left. And it's Casta Nutele from Canada. So no conflicts here as well. Finally, team 32 from the third drawing pot. And it's gonna be Unirea Galați, VC News team from Romania. No conflicts as well. And the last team is going to be Notting Hill Glory under 19 from Norway. And the last two teams from the draw, not sure which ones are left, but it is Prosina's other team. I'm just gonna call them Krivo. Krivo Srastanie or something like this. And yeah, no conflicts here. And Veto's Copenhagen Academy is the final team in this group. So here they are. And that's it. So once again, I repeat myself. I will think about shuffling the schedule, but if it is too complicated to do, we could just have walkovers for the teams that are unable to play in the first round. Of course, obviously, if there are too many teams that are unable to play, we could shuffle the schedule. So no, just messed it up. Need to move it instead of copying it. Okay, so this is the draw. Redeli Konakia, Pauk, Lucitos, Firecups, and Mariotini will face against each other. Mariotini, El Faro, Del Rey, Interscalza, Saroticus Boys, and it's actually a bit complicated to read them, but anyways, you got the idea. You can see them on your screens. The drawn pairs, I think, yeah. Let's just move this up here. Once again, each team plays the other teams horizontally and one of the teams vertically. So that's it. And before we finish with the draw, we have a slight change. So the knockout stage will be played like basically the playoffs in the NBA. So if you're not familiar, the first ranked team will play against the 16th, then the second ranked will be playing against the 15th, third against 14th, fourth against 13th, fifth against 12th, sixth against 11th, seventh against 10th, and eighth against 9th. Basically, it is it is like the first 8 teams will have the home advantage in the round of 16, and teams from 9th to 16th place will be playing away. Afterwards, we'll have those two teams playing against each other. Of course, the home advantage rule is valid here. The team with the less home games played will have the home advantage from the quarterfinals until the final. And basically, you can see the schedule. Short story is that teams that are ranked first and second can only meet at the final. And yeah, obviously, teams ranked, for example, fourth and third, and so on. So pretty much that is how the knockout stage will work. So yeah, I think I covered pretty much everything about the new format. We have the draw already in stage, and I will just go and update the website where you can see more clearly which teams are you going to facing in the competition. So many viewers, I got a bit sweaty because of all of the pressure, but thank you guys for joining in. Thank you for watching. I hope you had fun in the last